Good morning, guys. So, I welcome all of you on behalf of VG Learning for this introductory session on USCMA. We'll be discussing about USCMA. So, let me check how many people have joined in and confirm with the team. All right, guys, let's start. Good morning. Thank you for taking out the time on a Sunday morning and coming to attend an introduction on CMA. So, we'll be discussing how we are going to proceed further in the course. What are the how many levels are there, what are the subjects that is being covered, and we will be doing an extensive understanding of how to use the Becker platform. So Becker platform is the key tool which all of us needs to understand when we are pursuing CMA, because everything is in a Becker platform. So as you all can see, CMA is being the course is being offered by three partners. One is the content partner, which is Becker. VG Learning is the learning partner, and 88 Tuition is the technology partner. So if anyone has any questions, you can post the questions on the chat box. So you can post your questions on the chat box and I will be answering them as and when we move ahead. So about CMA, CMA is the highest level of certification for management accountants. Institute of Management Accountants USA is offering the certification. It builds a deep understanding in management accounting. Just like in India, we have CMA India. In the same way, US has a course called CMA. This is a globally recognized course. It is recognized worldwide. So there are jobs available globally. When you talk about CMA, it's a global course. So what is the USP? Internationally recognized. There are two levels in the course, or two parts to the course. One is part one, second is part two. So it's usually it has been seen that if you study diligently or are able to invest decent amount of time, then you can cover the course in a matter of 6 to 9 months. And if you check institute website, they will say that a student needs around 12 to 18 months. So it depends upon the time you invest in the course. One level, as per institute's website, says that you need around 150 to 170 hours. So there are 63% salary advantage for CMAs globally, 33% salary advantage for CMAs in the age of 20 to 29. So if you're a young person, you have just entered college and you are planning to start a course, CMA can be a great option for you. So why am I saying that? See, today, nowadays, most of the courses that we are pursuing have a very long duration, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. By the time we finish, we are halfway through. Sometimes we realize that we are not cut for this, or we are not comfortable in what we are studying or something like that. But having a short duration course, you get a basic understanding, or rather not basic, but a ground level of intermediate level of understanding on various concepts related to accounting, finance, management, etc. So you build a strong base, and that gives you a clarity also on how to proceed further. Now, the institute has allotted you 3 years time to complete the exam. So once you register, you have 3 years to complete both the levels, and 3 years is a lot of time to clear both the levels. Usually it is recommended that it takes 150 to 170 hours to clear each part. So CMA, how does CMA help you in your career? CMA helps you in your career by offering you the following skills. Like, it helps you in building skills related to strategy and planning, how you can evaluate various different scenarios, build a plan for the management, how you can manage risks at different levels of the organization. Like, suppose you are running a factory, so you might be given the role of a cost controller, or you might be in the marketing department of a big company like ITC or Dabur, or any MNC like Procter and Gamble, and you might be asked to build models or give the company a report where you can tell how you can help the company in improving the performance in terms of sales. Or you might be given a task to build a scenario or build a model where you can guide the management on how to cut down costs in the production process. So business operations is there. Leadership, it helps you becoming a better leader. And last but not the least, technology. So nowadays, everything is associated with technology. Even this class in which we are discussing things and learning various courses, you need the support of technology, right? Technology is a part of our lives now, especially after coronavirus. The importance of technology and the benefits that technology can provide us has immensely increased. So technology being a core part of our life is added to the curriculum as well. So we'll also study about data analytics. Now, what are the career paths? So these are some of the career paths. So these are some of the career paths through which you can build your, which might be offered to you down the line once you become a CMA. Like you can be a chief financial controller or a finance manager, or you might be given an opportunity in financial planning and analysis. So recently on LinkedIn, I was just surfing the LinkedIn platform before I just started the session, and I just randomly saw a post of someone who was offering jobs related to financial planning and analysis, and the qualification was CMA US. So there are, as far as I know, there are a decent amount of jobs for CMAs, especially in corporates. Then cost accountancy, risk manager. So different job roles are available, and the demand will keep increasing. Even companies like HDFC, which is more of an Indian company, which is an Indian company, is also looking for CMAs. So these are the global, these are the companies which are spread globally, which offer jobs. ICICI Bank, which is an Indian company, Axis Bank, HDFC banks. These are the three largest private sector banks of our country, which are currently dominating the banking industry. Yes Bank, KPMG is a part of the Big Four. Oracle, Amazon, Barclays, EY, Morgan Stanley. So all these big names are there. So why choose VG Learning? So why should you choose VG Learning? So we are offering all the support that is necessary for a candidate to convert his status from a candidate to a member. So we take you from that journey from being a candidate to become a CMA member or become a CMA qualified. So you are getting 150 plus hours, basically 150 hours or more of live online training from the industry experts. Becker's software access. So Becker's software access is being provided to you, and there are various discussion platforms through which you can discuss and solve your queries. So this is a 2-part course. Both digital and printed books are provided to you. There are 500 plus flashcards. So when I go to that Becker's platform, which I'll be moving on to the next part, I'll be showing you the utility that Becker's platform derives for a student and how simplified the software is, and helps you in your preparation for the exam. So there are 3,000 plus multiple choice questions. There are so many MCQs available for you to practice that before you sit for the exam, you'll be very well groomed if you have invested enough time in practicing those questions. There are 70 essay questions because the exam also has 2 essay questions in each part. So you have 1 hour to write 2 essay questions, and 30 minutes given for each essay question. So this is subjective in nature. So in the 4-hour exam, the first 3 hours is MCQs, which covers 100 MCQs. And the last 1 hour is 2 essay questions. So essay questions are evaluated by professionals or proctors. It is not analyzed on the basis of the system. So you have to write the answer on the basis of your understanding. And you have to explain the answer in the most concise and accurate manner. So there are various videos also available on the Becker platform. Apart from the lectures that we are offering you, even if you still need further videos on a real-time basis, you can also access the Becker's lectures. So contents is regularly updated. So there is a section where updates are available on the Becker's platform. So I will be showing you the Becker's platform in detail and guiding you how you can use that Becker's platform to make the most out of it and clear your exams. So you will be getting full academic support or any other support that is needed from our end. Online question Q&A database is also available. Various practice tests are provided. You also have 2 simulated exams. Basically, before you sit for the CMA exam, you get the option on Becker's platform to practice 2 simulated exams. Basically, the 2 exams are like real life exams. When you like, it gives you the feel of the CMA exam. So before you sit for the exam, if you practice those simulated exams, you get a confidence and a feel of how the exam looks like. So this is the short PPT which I wanted to share with you about VG Learning and about the Becker's platform. Now let's move on to the Becker's platform. So this is how the Becker's platform looks like. This is the Becker's platform looks like. If till now anyone has any questions, you can put it in the chat box and I will be happy to answer them. So Karan, Dipesh, anyone, any questions? Anshuman, if you guys have any questions related to the PPT which I have discussed till now, you can ask the questions or post it in the chat box. Meanwhile, I am discussing the Becker's platform. If you have any questions with the Becker's platform, you can ask that as well. So as you see over here, this is the Becker's platform. You have to log into cma.becker.com/login. Once you log into that page, you get your user ID password, which will be shared with you. You put in that user ID password and you land on this page. No, in Vasundhara, now Vasundhara is asking it in objective type questions. So like in MCQs, you don't need any working to be done. There are 4 options. You have to select the correct option. And in essay questions, I will be showing you how essay questions look like. You will be given a calculator. You will be given a time value of money sheet through which you can access it, and you have to type the answer. So the calculator will be also on the screen where you can do the working. The time value money sheet will be there on the screen, and the rest is your memory and understanding which you have to use to answer the question. So let's get with the basics. Yeah, so let's get to the basics. This is the Becker's page. This is the home button. So if you click over here, you get to the names of all these icons. So if you are not sure about which icon refers to what page, you can just click on this arrow and access the icon. So this is the home button. Where you click on the home icon. These are practice tests, flashcards, performance. I'll be going step by step. So let's start with home. So since there are 2 parts to the exam, once you click on this, you move it. You can switch between part 1 and part 2. So you can switch between part 1 and part 2. So I have just moved into part 2. So let's move to part 1. This basically talks about version. So every time the version gets upgraded, the number keeps changing. So that is not your concern. Next, if you see over, this is the proficiency section. This basically reflects your performance, how you are performing in the part. So these 3 stars reflect your level of performance. So currently, as you see, there is no data on the screen because there no tests have been taken, no practice has been done. Once you start practicing, these stars will keep increasing as and when you improve. So there is a bar over here which will move, which is a progress bar. And once the progress bar keeps increasing, the proficiency stars will also increase. So this is part 1. Now in part 1, there are units. So there are 6 units in part 1, unit 1 to unit 6. And these are the 2 simulated exams, which we will practice after we have studied all the 6 parts in detail. So your course is divided into 2 parts, part 1 and part 2. Each part has certain set of units. So in part 1, we have 6 units. Now in each unit, if you go, like if I click on unit 1, I have modules. One second. So this is how you log in to the Becker's platform. So in each units, there are multiple modules. So over here, if you see, there are 9 modules in part 1. So what is this? This is called resources. Resources gives you access to the digital textbook, basically the textbook in the soft copy. So if I click on this, I get access to the entire book on external financial reporting decisions. So all the chapters which are a part of this unit are given in this book. Second is teaching slides. So these are the teaching slides which are used by Becker's to teach. So if you access the Becker's video, which I'll be showing you, if you need them, then you can refer these teaching slides. And these are printable flashcards. This is basically a very good way to revise questions. So this is a question and this is the answer. So this is basically trying to test your memory. So if you just hide the answer and look at the question, how is gross margin calculated? So your job is to think in your mind what should be the answer and then look at the answer. So there are better ways to solve the flashcards, which I'll be showing as we move ahead. Suppose module 1. One second, let me see if there is any question. Yeah, Deepa, there will be simulated exams before the main exam. So I'll be showing you how to access the simulative exams. So let's click on module 1. So this is module 1. So first we came to part 1. From part 1, we went to unit 1. So remember this structure. Part 1 and part 2 are the 2 parts for the exam. In part 1, you have multiple units. In each unit, you cover some modules. So this is module 1. So if you see over here, there are 9 modules to unit 1. In module 1, you see over here, there are some lecture videos provided by Becker's as well. Apart from the lectures which we are offering, if you want some extra access to the videos, you can have a look at this. So the approximately 31 minutes video is here. Then you can take MCQs. So there are 15 questions with this module in terms of MCQs, and you are allotted around 25 to 45 minutes. So minimum 25 minutes and maximum 45 minutes is the expected duration in which you should be able to solve these 15 questions. Once you click on launch, so you get three options. All questions in the topic. So once you have started solving questions, you will get this option will also get activated. Since right now no questions have been practiced, no questions have been marked, right? So if I select all questions in the topic, then all the 15 questions will show up. If I select unanswered, then basically those questions which I have not answered previously, or which I have answered incorrectly will be shown up on the screen. And marked questions are those questions which I have marked as important. So these are the three ways in which I can answer the question. Suppose I click on begin. So if you see over here, you have 15 set of questions. I can move around. I move to question 6. I can move to question 10. I can move to question 12. I can move to question 15. It's up to my desire which question I want to answer first. So I can scroll around the questions and answer them according to my requirement. Now I have two options over here. If you see, one is a calculator, which looks something like this. So you can calculate stuff over here. It's a simple normal calculator. And then is a time value table. So I'll be explaining what the utility of this is once we start taking up the course. So if I answer this, so see, the answer is correct. So this can be a wrong answer also. I'm just randomly clicking on the question to show you how it looks like. So once you click on the question, you get the answer and explanation why choice A is correct and why other options are incorrect. Now suppose I move down. So here if you see till now, I have not answered any question. So I am not able to move down and see the explanation. Only when I click on this, I get if the answer is correct or incorrect, whatever will be the result, the answer will be shown, explanation will be shown below. So if you see over here, the explanation B is correct. Why the B is correct is explained over here, and why other options are incorrect are explained over here. So this shows the question statistics. How many attempts you have taken, what is the overall status, what is the skill level, and if you need any academic support, you can click on this. Then this is basically for marking. If I want to mark the question, I can click on this. So I mark the question. So if you see over here, let's randomly click on this. So these questions have been attempted by me. So you see there is a flag over here. When I marked this question, the flag showed over here. If I click on this again, see there is a flag over here. So I'm marking the questions as per my requirement. If you want to mark question 2, question 5, question 10, whichever is important, just need to click on the mark button. So suppose let's say I click on the finish test. So let's click on finish. So this is the chart that shows up when you click on the finish. Average time for me to answer one question was around 39 seconds. Number of questions I answered correctly 3. Total number of questions 15. So total attempts, total number of questions that I have answered is 3. So percent answered correctly 20%. Out of 15, I have answered 3 questions. So 3 by 15 is 20%. So time spent in the session 1 minute 57 seconds. This shows you complete data of your performance, both in terms of time spent and the correct answers taken. Now there is other modules in the similar format. If you see, I have seen some movement over here in terms of the progress bar. Why am I getting half stars? Because I've started solving questions and I've started answering the correct questions. So as I start solving questions and I practice more and more, the star keeps moving ahead. So if I want to move to the unit 2, how do I move to unit 2? I click on the right arrow. Now I have entered unit 2. So let me see if there are any questions. So if it takes more than 45 minutes, then it will basically show your lag in your performance. So in unit 2, you have another 6 modules, sorry. So if I move back to unit 1, and if I move down, see over here, this is the progress bar. The progress bar has started moving because I started taking questions, and this is the graph or the stars which moves ahead. So as you answer more and more questions, this keeps increasing. Along with that, this will rise. So if you answer incorrect questions, this bar will decrease. showing that you have started answering incorrectly, so your progress is decreasing. So according to that, these bar moves and these stars move ahead. So this will give you a clarity on your performance. So your average proficiency depends upon your level of progress. So as this progress bar moves ahead, your proficiency will improve. So if you have 2.5 stars, your proficiency level is high. If you have 1.5 or 2 stars, then you have a medium level of proficiency. And if you have half or 1 star, then you have low level of proficiency. So the more you progress, the proficiency will increase. Now coming back to home, let's check this section. So what is this exam tracker? Once you click on this exam tracker, if suppose you have decided the date for your exam, or you have decided to schedule the date for your exam, now you know the dates or the tentative date. Now you want to set a tracker for that, because you need to keep in mind how many days are left for the exam, and you need to prepare accordingly, right? So suppose I click on go to exam tracker. Now what do you see over here? There are two options. One is so I have to edit this. I will select the dates. So suppose let's assume that I've cleared my part 1. So let's select 16 December. I had cleared my part 1. So what is this asking me for? Scores, right? So let's enter 400. Now over here, I have not given my part 2. So let's select some date in October, say 1st October. So now this is not asking me for the score. Why? Because I've not taken the exam. So how can I enter the scores, right? So now I click on save. So let me cancel this, and let me cancel this as well. I just wanted to show this to you. So let me change this to 5. Sorry. Save. So once I click on save and I go back to the home button, what do you see over here? 32 days until the exam. Part 1 is due after 32 days. Why? Because I have put the date of 3rd June. And we have entered May. So that is why this is how you can track the number of days which are left for the exam. Now, so if you see over here, this is practice tests, unlimited practice tests. So there are two options over here. Now, this is a very interesting feature which Becker's platform offers. One is a random feature, one is a personalized feature. Random means if I click on random, what do you see? You see MCQs. Suppose I enter 50. So I can edit this randomly, or if I enter 100 only, let's keep it the way it is in exams, or 2. So a typical exam format. And I have selected all the units. So I can adjust that also. Suppose I want to take exam on only 2 units. I want to practice questions on only 2 units, which is external financial reporting, decisions, and cost management. So I've selected part 1, which I was studying. I've selected the 2 units which I was studying. And I've selected a typical exam format of 100 MCQs and 2 essays. You can modulate this. You can make this 4. You can make this 50. You can adjust it accordingly. So maximum 4 and maximum 100. You cannot set more than that. Now suppose I select personalized. Now the essay question disappears. Why essay question disappears is because when you click on personalize, there is a feature called adapt to you, which is more like an AI, artificial intelligence embedded in this software. Through deep learning, it understands what are the areas where you need to improve your performance, or what are the areas where you need to focus on, and offers you those set of MCQs. So according to your practice that you have done till now, they adapt to you technology infuses those questions in the test to test your understanding of the subject. But since essay questions are not, objective, they are rather subjective. So you have to type them. So artificial intelligence cannot analyze that, and that is why essay question part is missing over here. So if you use adapt to you, you can improve your performance in MCQs. And if you want to practice both MCQs and essays, then select the random option. So any questions, anyone till now? Any questions till now? I hope you are enjoying the session and understanding the utility of the platform. This is a very simplified platform. If you start using it, I think after 2 or 3 days, you spend some time with this, you will be very comfortable with this. So anyone, any questions till now? If anything, please let me know on the chat box. Yeah, Puneet, time value of money option in MCQ, I'll let you know, because there can be calculations which are needed to be done. And in that calculation, you might be needing the utility of the time value of money sheet. So suppose I tell you that you need to discount something 5 years back. So you need the discounting factor for that. So instead of using the calculator, you can just access the time value of money sheet. You will understand all that once we start studying the subject. No, we just have an orientation session today. We'll be starting the class in the forthcoming period. You will be informed regarding that by the VG Learning team. Today is just an intro session where we are guiding you how to start before we actually start the class. I have to check once. I think it's next weekend, but still you can confirm with the Unacademy team. The VG Learning team. So if you see this over here, getting started video, which is provided over here, you can access this video if you want to understand the platform. So glossary, if you're not able to understand any word, suppose normal loss, or let's type some other word, accounting cycle. I click on accounting cycle, I get the meaning of accounting cycle. So if you are reading something and you're not able to understand the word, meaning of the word, you can just go to glossary and access it. Now, suppose you might be thinking how to access the course updates, because there might be course updates showing up, which we need to, be informed on a day-to-day basis. So by accessing the course updates, when I click on this PDF option, you see these are the course updates on Unit 1, 1A, Module 1, page 1 to 6. These are the updates. Unit 2. Module 6, these are the updates. So you will be updated about the course updates by just clicking on this PDF file. So everything is available in this platform. This is like a one-stop shop for everything for USCMA. I will be taking the class. Next is, if you see, suppose the progress report, as in how I have been doing or how you all are performing when you're practicing. So when you click on this, you get a progress report. How many videos you have seen, how many MCQs you have correct attempted, like 1% is showing. So essays, 169 questions are there. How many correct you have answered? In total, how many you have answered? Everything is shown over here in the progress reports. If you click over here, you get it chapter wise. If you click on the unit, you get the module wise. So you get a complete bifurcated performance of every set or every level which is there in the course. Then once you come over here, this part has been discussed by me. So next is sections. So this is part 1. If I click on part 1 and I click on the next arrow, I can suppose I select all units. Now I click on the next arrow. So this is basically the flashcards. These are what you call flashcards. Suppose I want to do a quick revision of the chapter. So when I want to do a quick revision of the chapter, what can I do? I will just enter the flashcards. So over here, I've selected all the units. So the question is, how is gross margin calculated? Now, if you know the answer, or if you don't know the answer, you can just click on click to flip. Moment you click on click to flip, you move to the answer. The answer reflects the calculation part, as in how gross margin is calculated. So net sales minus COGS divided by net sales. If you look at the next question, so who are the primary users of general purpose financial reports? So if you know the answer, suppose you know this answer directly, like you have seen this question multiple times, you are very sure about the answer, you think this is just a waste of time at looking this question, you can click on mastered. The moment you click on mastered, basically it's like you know it, you have selected mastered, you don't want to waste time next time you practice flashcards. So once I click on this, I see some filters. So I can install some filters over here and adjust the flashcard structure. Suppose I click on random cards. So if I click on random cards, random questions will start showing up. If I click on show both sides, Now I know the question and the answer. Both the things are showing up on the screen. Now there are three options over here. Not mastered, basically the questions which are not mastered. So suppose I've taken the flashcards and I have marked certain questions which are mastered. And there are certain questions which I have not mastered. So the questions which are not mastered, I can click just on the not mastered and take those questions. So at the time of revision of the course, when we are about to sit for the exam and 30 days are left, then at that time, these filters will help us in revision, because you cannot revise everything at the end. You can only revise the key areas which are important or which are weak. So you can select the areas which are not mastered, or you can select the areas which are mastered if you want to select that. Like once I clicked on mastered, this question showed up because I had selected it as mastered. Now I've removed it, so there are no mastered questions. If you click on all the cards will show up. So in this way, you can adjust the filters. So Vasundhara, there are no options to answer the question in flashcards. Flashcards basically means it's like a game of cards where you click on the card, you have the question, and you have to think the answer in your mind, or you have to write it on a piece of paper. It's just to check your memory. It's not, if you want to write the answer, there are essay questions for that. If you want to practice MCQs, then MCQs are available in the practice tests. So now I've ended flashcards. So this is how you access flashcards. So you can access flashcards of both the parts as well. If I click on one by one. So this schedule has already been discussed. Now here you can see all the updates, software update, part 1 and part 2 content updates. So all this is shown over here. So any questions related to the software? So these are the simulated exams which you see over here. These are the 2 simulated exams which you can take before you sit for the exam. So once we start discussing, I'll be sharing with you how to practice and prepare for the exam, how to go through the material, and prepare in the right strategy. To give a brief about myself, I have been in the industry for 7-8 years. I have taught to various people from diverse backgrounds. Some people have got jobs in Morgan Stanley. Some people are studying. Some people are working. So there are different kind of profile people, and I've taught them at different platforms. And one thing which I've seen in these MCQ courses is that if you know certain set of answers and you have an intuitive ability, once you start revising, you need to spend time only on those questions which you have made mistakes in the past. If I share my personal experience, when I was undergoing my CFA charter, so it has a very tight timeline for answering MCQ questions and essay questions. It has both the sets and it is very tight on timeline. And one thing which I learned from making mistakes or practicing a lot of questions is that in case of MCQs, the biggest strength is once you have marked the questions which you have answered correctly, like the questions which you have mastered, when you are revising, it just takes 1/3 of the time to revise the areas which you have already mastered. Why? Because the question is in front of you, the answer is in front of you. So the intuitive ability that you have helps you to pick the right answer and helps you to save a lot of time. So that is why when you're practicing MCQs, marking questions is really important. These are the weak areas, and that is the best thing or the best use of the software. The AI technology that the software offers, it automatically analyzes where your weak areas are and throws questions upon you in that adapt to you feature. So any questions, anyone on the platform? Any questions regarding to the platform? So guys, in this platform, these are the features which are being offered. Any questions regarding to the platform, guys? Guys, I can assure you, if you watch the lectures which we are sharing with you on a regular basis, if you use the platform and if you use my preparation strategy, you will be able to smoothly pass the exam, provided you follow the strategy. So you don't need to worry about any such stuff in terms of preparation or how you need to go ahead. Everything will be provided to you, both in terms of lecture videos and backup platform and how to use the platform, how to take tests. We will be doing MCQ sessions, and I will be available 24/7 to answer your questions on WhatsApp or through email, whichever mode works for all of you. So I've been teaching at various platforms for a pretty long time, and I have been teaching variety of students. both from professional field as well as from various universities who are about to enter the field of finance and accounting. All right, I'll be just showing with you another thing. So this is the institute's website where you can access, if you want to access anything, clearly shows the part 1 curriculum. 12 to 18 months approximately is estimated to complete the exam. Up to 3 years to complete both parts is given. So you have 3 years time to clear both the part. That's ample amount of time. It takes around 150 to 170 hours to study each part. And currently, this is the structure of the exam. Like there are 3 windows every year: first Jan to 28th February. Then you have, May, June 2021. So now, since due to coronavirus, they have given a larger window from April to July, and then September, October. So these are the windows in which you can sit for the exam. If you see the registration dates, for last day for registering for the exam is also given over here. So you can access these things from here. If you have any questions in this part, you can ask me. So any questions, anyone from your part? I have discussed with you the PPT, I've discussed with you the Becker software, I've discussed with you the institute website, and I've shared with you a glimpse of the curriculum. So these are the chapters which will be covered as we move ahead. So if you see part 1 curriculum, so any questions on this part, how we are going to proceed, or if you have any doubts relating to preparation, more than happy to answer. So guys, since it's the last part, and if you have any questions, you can share the same. I would just introduce myself since I did not get the time to do so. I am a graduate from St. Xavier's College, Kolkata. It was ranked as the #1 college in India the year I joined. I am also a CFA charter holder. I have 7 years of industry experience. I have worked in various audit firms because, after that, I've worked into equity research. I have various research reports available on Bloomberg. I've also worked as a credit analyst where I was helping a microfinance company managing 50 crore portfolio. Post that, I have been into wealth management and portfolio management. I've been into helping various corporates in financial planning and analysis. So I've been training for various. I've taught for Wiley. I've taught for Becker's. I've taught for Unacademy. I've taught at various platforms. VG Learning is a platform where I'm privileged to associate, and CMA. And it's a privilege to teach CMA for VG Learning. VG Learning is the most trusted and learning platform. I have also started my CA training from VG Sir, and VG Sir has been very kind and very inspiring. If you want to learn anything in terms of CA or any other course, then VG Learning is the right platform. So that's all I had to share from my part. And if anyone has any questions, please shoot ahead. So anyone, any questions in regard to the upcoming classes or in regard to the discussion or regard to the Becker's platform? If you want to ask anything, if you want me to explain something or repeat something, more than happy to answer. Yeah, Deepa, the lecture is recorded, so you'll be getting the recording. If you have missed anything, you can watch it. So I will ask the team to share the video with you. So Puneet, once we start the class, I'll be going in a hierarchical manner where I'll be teaching each chapter. So I'll be starting with Unit 1, and from Unit 1 to Unit 6. Each unit has a certain set of modules. So we'll be going in that structure. Once I will explain each module, I will be asking you to practice the questions on the same and discussing the doubts. So I will discuss with the team if we can arrange a separate doubt session also for all of you. And if possible, we can do it live, or if not, then I will be answering them through WhatsApp or email or anything. So all that options are available. You don't need to worry anything about that. There is full support from my end in any way possible. And if you want any questions related to Becker platform or how to prepare, I'll be showing you how to mark the questions or how to mark the notes in the chapter. So I'll be teaching you from the textbook itself. So from the textbook itself, we'll be studying, and in textbook, I'll be guiding you. These are the areas which are important, which needs to be marked, and how to read the book, because there are units which are 200 pages. So you cannot read 200 pages every time you revise a material. So you have to mark things and understand which are the areas which are important. Keep a notes of the same. So all that will be discussed. So anyone, guys, any questions? Please feel free to ask questions. I'm here to answer your questions. We have time, so you can ask your questions and I'll be answering them. I think you can connect with the team. If any such issues there, then they will answer it. And I hope all of you are ready to prepare for CMA and very excited to be a part of the course. Anyone, any issues with the course till now? If you have started accessing Becker's platform, we'll be covering everything. Deepa will be covering everything. That is just an extra feature which is offered on the Becker's platform. It's your choice whether you want to use it or not. So my job is to tell you what are the options which are available. So once you are done with our lectures, I don't think you need to watch any other lectures. But still, if suppose you are watching some lecture at 1 o'clock in the night and you don't have someone to call, you have the option of accessing that and just going through it if you want. No, CA Institute has no such tie-up with USCMA cost. The institute, if you're talking about the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, then there are some tie-ups which the admin team can guide you, provided you sit for the exam outside India. So there is some criteria that you have to sit for the exam outside India. Then you can apply for a membership in Indian Cost Accountants in India. But in detail, we can discuss about that after this lecture is over, or maybe you can connect with the admin team regarding that. No, there are no exemptions. But if you pass CMA, you get exemption in UK CIMA and also in ACCA. So any other questions, guys? Thank you so much, Shreya. Thank you for the encouragement and support. So Rajni, you can connect regarding this registration thing with the admin team, and they will tell you how to do the registration and everything. So I am more like an academic guide for you over here, and the registration part is being handled by the admin, so they can guide you in the best possible manner. Anything related to the course? Anyone? If you have any if you have any questions, anything or related to the Becker's platform which I've discussed today. Ronak, you can ask the VG learning team, but if that option is provided, then you can connect with them regarding that. Thanks, Vatsundara. Thank you, Ronak. And any more questions, anyone? Anshuman, there are jobs. Now, many people will talk many things about the course. See, there are courses like CPA, CMA, CFA, ACCA, CA. And in every profession, some people will tell you there are ample jobs. Some people will tell you there are limited jobs. It depends upon your approach, your communication skills, how you are able to present. And the jobs are there. I have personally, if you see, and one thing, it's a personal recommendation from my side to all of you. Create a good LinkedIn profile. If you want to get a good job, create a good LinkedIn profile. So yeah, definitely you can take practice tests on your own. You can just log into a Becker platform and start taking tests once you have covered. Every time you finish a chapter, I will be guiding you on these areas as how to take practice tests, how to prepare, how to revise. Everything will be there from my end. So you don't need to worry about anything. You just need to be on the class on time and prepare as asked, and rest will be taken care of. If you study 2 to 3 hours a day sincerely and follow the classes and practice tests, then there is a very high possibility that all of you can clear the exam. If you see the pass percentage, it's 50% globally. If you check the institute website, if you go in more detail, part 1 is a bit more tougher than part 2. Part 1 has 35 to 40% pass percentage and part 2 has around 50%. I think Vasundhara, you should take CMA only. That's my personal take on that, but it's your call. You can connect with the VG learning team for the better understanding. If there is any career guide over there, they will guide you. We'll be starting with part 1. See, you can provided registration options are there, so you need to connect with the admin team because due to coronavirus, rules are changing constantly. But currently in the current quarter, they have extended the tenure, like they have made the tenure from April to July 14 or something. So there is ample time to schedule. So you can connect with the admin team and they will guide you in this regard, in regard to how to schedule the exam. See, Anshuman, there are around of 70 to 75 hours of classes, which I can anticipate for each part. So I am talking about part one because that is what I'm teaching currently. So 70 to 75 hours minimum it's there. So 70 to 75 hours, and in terms of hours you can take, so each class is of 3 hours, so you can divide 75 by 3 and calculate the number of classes. So these are all weekend classes. So thank you guys, thank you for the time, taking out time on a Sunday, that too at 10:30, and joining the sessions. It already shows how motivated all of you are for preparing them for the course. And it was a pleasure to discuss about the course with you, and it will be a pleasure to teach all of you in the upcoming period. So thank you for the time, and see you all in the forthcoming classes. It was a pleasure to explain you the platform. And please stay in touch if any questions, and I'll be happy to answer them. So I'll be ending the session. Thank you. And if you are still left with anything to ask, please shoot the question ASAP. Thank you, Vasundhara. Thanks everyone.